when a buyer is going through the buying process and they're looking to get pre-qualified, talk to us about some of the things that they should be doing. What type of lenders should they be talking about? What type of loan programs should they be considering? Just give us your thoughts.
There's different types of lenders. I'll start with that. There's brokers, and then there are in-house. People who keep the loans in-house. So usually when you have a broker who can go to a bunch of different programs, those are usually better if you're a first-time home buyer or have a low credit score or something like that. They can do not a lot of a down payment. They might have more programs for you. I think the first thing to do, because what we do as mortgage brokers is the first thing is credit score. Then after that, it's verification of employment, verification of rent or mortgage payments. So you got to go through, verify all of those things that you can afford a house, and that we actually tell you what you can afford for monthly payment. Sometimes you can afford a lot more than you should. I see that quite a bit. And other times, the no's that you guys are talking about, I saw that a lot on the mortgage side, is everybody's told me no. And then they got to us and we were like, well, we have a lot of programs. So like you were talking about doing repairs, there's programs for that. There's programs if you don't have a down payment. There's programs if you want to, put all of your money into it, pay the 20% and get the lower payments. And a lot of brokers, like our partner, we partner with
House Loans. It's our preferred lending partner.
Yeah, they have every program under the sun.
Yeah,
down payment assistance programs,
rehab loans.
That's the 203K.
Yeah.
So I think talking with, and everybody has their idea of what, their little knowledge of buying a house. As soon as you talk to a lender, you figure out how much you don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of jargon that goes into it.
Yeah. And you start asking questions to the lender can say, this is probably the best for you. Or they say, you are a prime candidate for renting.
My first step, even now, whenever I'm buying, I go talk to my lender first. We sit down, we have an actual long meeting. We talk about different options that we can do, because it goes from, okay, this is what you need to do to buy a house, to, okay, now we're using strategy to buy this house. Like, what are the tax implications? What is all this? So it's like a team effort with a bunch of people. Talking with a lender is not something just first-time home buyers. It should be every time you're thinking about making a move.
That's a really good point, because I think sometimes people think, well, I've bought 4 houses, my credit score is 800, I'm not going to have an issue, so I'm not worried about it. I'll go look into that afterwards. A lot of things people don't think about that we see all the time is maybe you do have perfect credit, but maybe you have things on your bank statement that are going to look not so good to that lender, and you might need to wait 3 months so that your most current bank statements don't reflect it anymore. We've seen people that say their lender gets a hold of their bank statement and says, I can see that you pay $800 every single month to the same person. What's that about? Oh, I paid child support, but it's not court ordered, so it's not. Well, it doesn't matter. They see it. They know it now. They're counting that. Or people will take, they'll say, well, I had, a lot of money in my safe that I've built up over the last couple of years, and I decided to go ahead and throw it in here in my account now so that I can buy this house and I'll have the down payment. Well, that's a problem. It's not sourced. You just put $10,000 cash, and the IRS is going, where are you getting money from? So even people that have good credit, to what you're saying right there, it's talking about strategy. It's talking about, what do I need to do to be in the best light, to get the best possible program, to get the best possible outcome, the best rate, the best terms that I can possibly get. And you may not get that if you, just because I've got a good credit score, it's not going to be a problem. Yep. You want to ask, even if you are the most desirable purchaser.